The day before the Senate passed the COVID relief bill, no one in Washington had any idea whether the bill will clear the Senate hurdle or not. No one. Such were Manchin's moves that he left both the Republican side and the Democratic side clueless which side of the aisle his stamp will fall. His Republican counterpart in the Senate, Senator Shelley Moore from West Virginia, told Politico that she has no idea what Manchin is doing, and she told the Politico reporter, maybe you guys can tell me. She wasn't being political there, she was saying the truth because no one other than Manchin had any idea how he will vote. I guess even Manchin, after all the running between the chambers, was still struggling to make a decision. If he himself was not clear, then how can anyone be? But here is the rub. Manchin's position in the Senate is a well-calibrated one that is designed in perfect sync for West Virginia, a state with a Republican governor and one Democratic and one Republican senator. It's a red state that Trump carried by a massive 38.6 points. Trump actually increased his margin in 2020 by nearly a point when compared to his race with Hillary. Now sit down on Manchin's seat once and you take a cold, hard look at that number. What do you see? You don't see a state that has hit a purple patch. You are looking at a red state that has gone slightly redder than it was before. Then you have Jim Justice in the West Virginia governor's house, who has walked away with all the COVID management glory better than Biden. And he is going to stay there because the governor took some smart decisions. He did not allow himself to be sunk into the Republican culture wars, and he is getting the job done much better than a lot of Democratic governors in the country. So now, if you are Manchin, what choice do you have to survive the election in 2022 against a Republican candidate who for sure will get the endorsement from Jim Justice and other Republican leaders? If you keep voting along the party lines, you might as well sign off your seat to your opponent in the red suit. But if you can project the aura of bipartisanship, then maybe you have a chance. That is the chance that Manchin is trying to take here, and that is why he keeps Republican senators closer than his Democratic counterparts. Is there anyone inside the Democratic conference who understands this delicate dance that Manchin is playing? Then it will be our President Joe Biden and Chuck Schumer. I have read reports that once Mitch McConnell knows he has the votes for his bills, he will then allow Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski to vote as it pleases them. It is the exact thing that Schumer would have loved to do. If the Dems had 51 votes, then he may have given the room for Manchin to vote, and no. But sadly, there wasn't any room for error. This 50-50 Senate puts a lot of pressure on Manchin, as he cannot continue the 50% of my vote in the Senate is aligned with Trump position he held in the last 4 years. So why did Manchin vote yes? Yanking the COVID bill or cutting it down in size was the objective of the Republican Senate conference. But they want to do that so as to help them, their party, make the pitch to the people of the country that nothing works in Washington. That perfectly aligns with their minimum government, the government is useless ideology. A properly functioning and delivering Biden administration is bad optics for the midterms. But that position does not necessarily align with Manchin's, because there is a groundswell of support for a strong COVID relief bill from voters on both the sides of the aisle. Poll after poll has shown that the bill has the support of both Republicans and Democrats, support levels often breaching the psychological 75% mark. Manchin would have certainly taken a very close look at the polling data in his state. He would have seen how much support it has with Republican voters and Democratic voters. With his name bandied around the country as the swing vote, most of his job was done. The moment his signature was found on reducing the unemployment checks from $400 to $300, then he would have reached a comfortable position to sign off on it. In short, Manchin badly needed his stamp on the COVID relief bill to vote yes, and Biden and Schumer gave him that. Compared to what was offered to him from the blue side, he did not get so much in return from the red camp. So for him, a yes vote was a better package to sell to the Republican voters in his state. So Manchin voted yes. This vote also must make it clear for all of us that yanking the filibuster is not going to get Manchin's vote. A better bet, one that can get his sign off, will be a filibuster reform. I hope Biden takes a closer look at that. If he cannot remove the filibuster, then he needs to weaken it to the point it becomes the most useless option to explore. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please do subscribe.